sunlight is hitting today, like feel me? Y'all already know the vibes. Good, welcome back to my channel. It's your one and only Fatu, and I'm finally back with a new video. You feel me? It's been a while since I've been gone. You know, all the coronavirus, you know, that means the kids are gonna stay home, everybody's home. They have no respect for my YouTube videos, always noisy in the house, so I don't even have time to film. I was out of work and all of that, and I'm just now getting back to work. And I just got back to work, I think like almost a month and a half ago. So I'm trying to get back to my regular scheduled time, and hopefully I can do the same thing with YouTube. So I do apologize for not posting, but trust me, I'm back, I'm ready to film, I'm ready to bring more content. You feel me? Y'all already know the vibes. As I see by today's title, I'm going to be doing a Q&A. I asked people to ask me questions on Instagram, you know, the poll thingy on Instagram that they have. I told people to ask me some questions for YouTube because I wanted to do a Q&A since I was coming back from my 2 months hiatus. Is that how you say it? Hiatus? H-I-A-T-U-S. I don't know how to pronounce it. English is not my first language. I asked people on Instagram to ask me some questions, and I wrote some of it down on my notebook. So if you see me looking down consistently, that's why. I did not feel like putting screenshots and stuff and doing all of that, because who has time for that? Sure ain't me. It ain't me for sure. But anyways, I'm gonna stop blabbering and get on with the video and get on with these questions. First question, how old are you? I am 18 years old. I should be turning 19 by the end of this year. So yeah, I know I don't look like an 18-year-old. I look like a 5-year-old. And then my body looked like a 12-year-old that's still going through puberty. That's how I look like. I know. Let me stop. I'm actually 5'4", but like I'm close to 5'5", so I always tell people that I am 5'5", but I'm actually really 5'4". I'm 5'4". Like when I go to my doctor's appointment, they tell me I'm 5'4", but it's close to the point where I'm 5'5", so I just tell people I'm 5'5". Because when you see me in person, it's like I'm short, but I have long legs. So I look taller than what I actually am. So yes, I am. Yes, sir. I'm from the Bronx. I was born and raised there. I moved out here to Columbus when I was about 16. So that was during my junior year in high school when I moved here. It's been cool, I guess. I mean, I definitely miss my city. I still talk to all my friends and family that still live in New York. But you know, it's definitely been different. It's still something I'm trying to get used to, because you know, when you around people from a whole nother city and you just certain things, the way you used to do certain things in another city, and when you move to a new neighborhood, a new place, and they talk different, they act different, it's a little weird, and it takes a little time to get used to. So that's where I am right now. Where do you see yourself in the next 5 years? I don't really know where I see myself in the next 5 years, and I say this because we can make a plan. We can say this is where we see ourselves, but things can change, and that's why I always leave it up to God for my destiny. I hope and pray for a good future, but if you guys really want to see what I'm talking about, I hope in the next 5 years I'm successful, or at least I'm working my way on to be successful, which is what I'm doing now. I hope to be around good people, good energy, and I just hope I have a happy life, honestly. And you know, 5 years is really, it sounds like a long time, but it's really not. It's really a short time, and that's why I'm saying, like, you can't really know what your future is gonna look like, because 5 years is really not that long if you really think about it. Like, if you would have said like maybe 20 years, then yeah, but 5 years, I'm gonna be like out of college by then. So honestly, I still feel like I'm gonna be the way I am now, maybe a little differences, but I don't really think too much is gonna change in 5 years. No, I'm not in any relationship right now. I don't do relationships, not because of a bad experience or anything. I just feel like right now I'm at an age where I'm still trying to figure out myself, and I feel like being in a relationship will sort of stop me from doing that. You know, for me, it's more of a thing where it's like, how can I love somebody else? How can I put my attention on somebody else when I don't even do that for myself? You feel me? Like, I don't even put the attention on me. Like, I feel like I gotta put myself first, feel myself first, love myself first before I can love somebody else. And that's why I'm staying away from relationships right now. However, I cannot sit here and say if I meet somebody and I happen to like them and stuff that nothing will happen. That's why I always say I leave it up to God, because you never know what your future is gonna look like. You're gonna say you're gonna do one thing, and the next thing you know, something else be happening. So yeah, who do you consider as family? Now, I have a lot of family members, like by blood. For me, there's two different versions of family. You got family where it's like, it's more than blood. Like, it's like a bond that y'all share. So I have a lot of family. Hold on, it's getting mad dark in here. All right, the sun just keeps going and coming back. So we're gonna film this anyways, because I don't have time to film another time. That didn't even make sense. But anyways, like I was saying, there's only a few people that I consider family. Like I said, my mother, brothers and sister, and a couple close friends. They know who they are, like I said. And you know, looking at other families growing up, I was always jealous of that, low-key, because I always wanted that. And that's one of my goals, actually. I want to have a big family when I'm older, maybe even adopt some kids, maybe. You know, I give it all to God, really. You know, that's definitely one of my goals. I really want to have a big family one day. When I was younger, I used to say no, but now that I'm older, I realize that family is very important, because your family is what builds you. They're the ones who make you who you are. You feel me? Like, you're the one living with and I'm even talking about blood family too. Like, they're the ones who build you up, and they're the people that make you the person you are. So family is very important to me. I'm hoping to reach 1,000 subscribers, like maybe by the end of the summer. 1,000 subscribers. If I'm being consistent, I feel like I will reach 1,000 subscribers. I'm not really focused too much on views and stuff like that, just because I know, like I said, I know I'm not consistent with the videos. But I feel like from here on out, if I'm consistent with my videos, if I'm uploading all the time, sharing all of that, I feel like by the end of this year, I could reach probably like 5,000 subscribers and get a good amount of views. So that's really my goal. By the end of the summer, 1,000. By the end of the year, 5,000 subscribers, 1,000 views all the time. Like, all praises to God, bro. All praises to God. And that's why I put my hope in him. Like, I trust in him, because I know with him, I'll get anywhere I want in life. And if I don't get there, then it wasn't meant for me. I think I'm addicted to ice. Like, whenever I'm at work, all I do is chew ice. Like, at this point, I think I have pico, because I'm always chewing ice, and I know it's bad for my teeth, but I'm addicted. Show, if you know me, you already know what my favorite show is. Like, if you look at my screen on my phone, my lock screen, you already know what my favorite show is. My lock screen is actually Zuko from Avatar: The Last Airbender. So there's your answer. Avatar: The Last Airbender is definitely my favorite show of all time. Like, I could literally watch the series over and over again without getting bored. Like, that's how much I love the show. I read the comics and all of that. I'm still reading the comics right now. Like, Avatar: The Last Airbender and The Legend of Korra are definitely my favorite top 2 shows. Like, I just love that show so much. And like, some people watching this won't understand it, but that's what I like. Like, that's the type of shows that I like watching. And like, I've been watching Avatar since I was younger, and like I said, I could watch that show over and over again without being bored. Who would you make a YouTube video with from Columbus? Who would I make a video with from Columbus? You already know my boy Alasan, bro. You already know I'm gonna make a video with him. You know, he's a dope ass YouTuber. I'm gonna put his name right here below. Like, he's a dope ass YouTuber. He make good content, especially with all his family and all of that. Y'all should go subscribe to his channel. Like, shout out to my boy. So that's who I'll make a collab with, honestly, from Columbus. So this is a very interesting question. I would say maybe my biggest motivation is the way that I grew up. And I'm not saying I grew up so bad, because I've lived way better than other people that I know personally. But growing up, just because I lived better than other people, that doesn't mean we didn't have our ups and downs too. I feel like growing up the way that I grew up, it made me realize that I don't want that for my future kids. I don't want that for my future family either. I want to be at a place in my life where I'm successful, my future husband is successful, and our future kids will be successful too, and make it better for the future generation. So I feel like that's one of my biggest motivations. My biggest motivation is the way that I grew up. That motivates me, like, because I grew up in the struggle, it motivates me to get out of that mindset, because I don't want that cycle, that generational curse to continue repeating, especially as a black woman in America. So it's definitely not the vibe. Honestly, I don't do anything major. I use products like Biore, acne scrub. I use a good face scrubber. Is that even a word? Anyway, y'all get what I'm trying to say. A good face brush or like a face buffer. I like using the face buffer better, and it works really well, and it really gets deep in my pores, and my skin come out looking so good, especially when I'm breaking out, because my skin tends to break out and stuff like that if I don't moisturize it good, or if I'm consistently like touching my face, or if I'm not eating right. You know, I have dry skin, so it always happens. So basically, just take care of yourself. Use the products that work for you. Maybe get a dermatologist. I also have a skincare routine video if you guys are interested in that. It's one of my last videos actually, and I went into detail on how I clean my face and the things that I do or take to make sure that I'm good with my skin and all of that. So I suggest y'all check that out. Things I had to unlearn. I had to learn to let people go, especially people that are not good for me. And when I say people that are not good for me, I'm talking about toxic friendships or toxic relationships, even with like family members too. I had to learn how to let those things go. You know, one thing about me is I let people get to me super fast, and that's one thing that I'm actually trying to change right now. And I've always had a hard time letting things go or letting certain people in my life go. But, you know, God is actually revealing a lot of stuff to me, especially recently. Letting things go, letting people go for my own good, for my own mental health. So that's some of the things I had to learn this year. Not even this year, just in general, honestly. What makes you, you? Honestly, I feel like there's a lot of things that makes me who I am today. I feel like a lot of the interests that I do plays a part. A lot of the interests, like a lot of the stuff that I'm interested in plays a part. The people that I hang around with, that plays a part too. I've always been the type of girl that always wanted to be different from people. Growing up especially because I feel like growing up as a Muslim Fulani girl, there's expectation of you, and I always want to separate myself from that. And I'm just like, no, this is who I am. Like, I'm not gonna let you dictate who I am. I'm not gonna let you dictate what I'm gonna be, what I'm gonna do with my life. Like, no, I'm totally different from that. And I feel like that surprises a lot of people, and it even surprises myself. You know, I never thought I would get to this point in my life, and that's why I always hope for the best, and I always hope that my future is even more better than this. So that's what makes me me. I feel like my uniqueness, the things that I do, my interests and stuff, and a lot of stuff is what makes me me. So yeah, hopefully y'all understood, because I know sometimes I'm horrible at explaining stuff, and I can't talk sometimes. All right, y'all, we reached the end of the video. Thank you so much for tuning in. I really do appreciate it. I'm going to make a part 2 because there was other questions that people had asked me, but I didn't feel like putting it all in one video. I'm gonna just separate it a little bit. So let me know if you guys do want a part 2, because I love answering questions and I love talking about stuff like this, you feel me? Because a lot of these questions were very interesting. So yeah, thank you to those people who asked these questions. Shout out to all of y'all from my Instagram. And that's about it. Stay tuned for my next video. I promise you will like that one too. And I think that's about it. Make sure to turn on that notification bell so you'll be notified whenever I post. Click that thumbs button to like it and all of that. I forgot what I used to say. You see, I haven't been on YouTube for a while now. Like, I don't even know what to say anymore. But anyways, give me a thumbs up. Click that subscribe button if you haven't already, and join the fam, you feel me? But anyways, that's about it, and I'm done talking. So Till next time, I'll see you guys all later.